Quiet men create a feeling most women rarely experience anymore: uncertainty. And attraction often begins inside uncertainty. In a world where everyone talks too much, overshares too quickly, and constantly seeks attention, the quiet man feels different. Harder to read, harder to predict, and because of that, harder to forget. Most men never realize this, but women are not always drawn to the loudest man in the room. They are drawn to the man who seems emotionally grounded without needing validation from everyone around him. The man who doesn't rush to impress. The man who speaks less, but makes every word feel intentional. Here's where it gets interesting. When a woman feels attraction toward a quiet man, she often becomes confused by her own emotions. At first, she may show obvious signs of interest: long eye contact, random questions, extra attention. But then suddenly, she becomes distant, colder, slower to respond. Most men panic at this stage.
They chase harder, over explain themselves, or try to win her back. And that's exactly where attraction starts dying. But the real reason is deeper. Women often test emotional stability without even realizing they're doing it. A quiet man triggers curiosity because he doesn't immediately reveal everything. That mystery creates emotional tension, and emotional tension is powerful. The moment she senses a man becoming needy or reactive, the mystery disappears. She no longer feels like she's discovering him. She feels like she already has him. What makes quiet men dangerous in attraction is that silence forces emotions to surface. A woman begins wondering what he's thinking, whether he noticed her, whether he's interested, and the more emotionally invested she becomes, the more vulnerable she feels. Um, that vulnerability can make her pull away temporarily, even when attraction is growing stronger underneath. And what happens next is what separates ordinary men from unforgettable ones.
When a woman becomes distant after feeling attracted to a quiet man, it does not always mean attraction disappeared. Sometimes, distance is the emotion itself. It's her trying to regain control over feelings she didn't expect to have. Most men completely misunderstand this stage. They think silence means rejection, so they rush to fill the space. But confident men understand something most people never learn. Attraction often grows strongest in absence. Quiet men naturally create emotional space. And inside that space, imagination takes over. She starts replaying conversations, rereading messages, wondering why you stayed calm when other men would have chased. Your silence becomes emotionally loud. Not because you are playing games, but because emotional restraint communicates confidence. A man who cannot tolerate silence usually reveals insecurity. A man who stays composed inside silence reveals power. Here's the psychological truth most men ignore. Women pay attention to how a man reacts when he is uncertain. If you become anxious, overly available, or desperate for reassurance, her emotional attraction weakens. But when you remain centered, focused on your own life, and emotionally steady, something shifts inside her perception of you. She stops seeing you as someone seeking approval and starts seeing you as someone valuable. That doesn't mean becoming cold or emotionally unavailable. Quiet confidence is not emotional punishment. It's calm self-respect. The most attractive quiet men are not silent because they fear people. They are silent because they don't need constant attention to feel important. And women can feel that difference immediately. Most men spend their lives trying to say the perfect thing to attract women. But the men women remember the longest are often the ones who didn't need to say much at all. Because sometimes the strongest presence in a room is the person who never fights to be noticed, yet somehow becomes impossible to ignore.